All right. What up, motherfuckers? We're back like a bad case of acne. The two most offensive motherfuckers on the fucking internet, probably. I'm not even sure if that's true. We might be the most offensive.
We
You know what?
don't
We're
go into
probably
woods and post dead bodies, but we're up there. We're up there.
we're top five. We're top five. But Logan Paul ain't got shit on us because he's a little bitch. I wouldn't have taken that video down. Just saying. I'm just fucking. I would never have posted that shit. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Triggered. We're here to fuck with you. We're here to give you a daily or weekly dose of just offensive shit to fuck with your face. My name, Eddie Law from the Keyboard Warriors. That is my brother Ash Lamprey. What do you got for us today, sir?
Dude, I've literally just seen an article of how did the lipstick mark on the toilet. Now, if you haven't seen this, guys, please go to the photos from Claude Humor, and it's on Twitter. And basically, on the inside of this toilet bowl, there is a lipstick mark. Now, I've got a theory. I think somebody has been. I think they've been dog licking. Now, what I mean by that is if you've ever, I don't know, I've not read this article. We're going to go into this as we're going along, and we're going to see how this has transpired. But if you've ever been in a situation where you and a lady, or maybe even a gentleman, whichever way you swing, have been in a bathroom of a nightclub, and they've leant over the edge of the toilet, and you may have knocked them forward somehow, some way. And if you've ever had a dog, also, they kind of put their head in the bowl a little bit, maybe give a little kiss, maybe a little lick. I'm just saying that's my MVP pick. I think somebody was knocking the back out of somebody, and their head just went a little bit too far in the bowl, and chick put a lipstick all over the fucking inside of that toilet bowl. That's what I'm rolling with.
So you sent me this shit literally right before the show started, and I just went, "What the fuck?" Like, and I was kind of hoping you had the answer. Like, how the fuck did I get in there? Like, I mean, it's got to be drinking, right? It's got to be drinking.
I'm not believing, because there's some people who are saying that a girl just got drunk and she threw up in the bowl and the lipstick touched. Nah, I think somebody were knocking the granny out of her. Somebody were knocking the granny out of her.
Why, she slipped, went face first into the toilet?
I'm saying she was holding over the edge of the bowl, like head down, ass up. That's the way we like to.
Yeah.
And I'm saying some guy just fucking drove home, and she just went face first into the bowl.
Slip face first. You know what? That's possible. Hold on, let me see. Because it's not like it doesn't look like she like pursed her lips together to like kiss the toilet bowl. It looked like she might have been saying something and then pop. You know what I mean? So,
the worst thing is it's the side of the bowl as well, so she could have got an odd angle. I'm going with that. I'm
with that. I'm with that. You know what I mean? Like
the granny. That's what I'm saying.
That's some straight up like Angela Magana type shit, though.
Well, so she could have got an odd angle. I am just, you know what? I give up with fucking Google Hangouts.
YouTube Hangouts, it'll fuck with you. It'll fuck with you no matter what. Google Hangouts. Once Google bought YouTube, it all went to shit.
But credit to YouTube though, because I saw them tweet. I think it was last night. Because they obviously haven't been very responsive and spoke out about the whole Logan Paul thing. But they turned around and they addressed it yesterday, and they actually put like a long statement out and stuff like that. And they were saying that they're looking at. They've already obviously reprimanded him to a degree. They're looking to taking it further. And they're looking into making it so that this kind of thing doesn't happen again, because they want to kind of, you know, be transparent and say that they messed up. Do you know what I mean? So, you know, credit to them. The first comment on there was something like, "Whoa, is YouTube being human and actually responding to us and giving us the time of day? It's a nice change." And they went, "I know."
Yeah. Well, here's the thing, dude. Like, what was his name? Philip DeFranco, for like one of the biggest YouTubers ever. You heard him, right? Philly D show, whatever. Yeah, so Philip Franco, he addressed the shit out of it. And then a lot of people addressed the shit out of it. But especially this one dude, Georgie or something like that. He put up that video. He was like in tears talking about how like this motherfucker just capitalized for views on like the last most personal moment of someone's life. You know what I mean? 100%. Like someone, and this is a big dude. He's a big, you know, bear looking guy. And he's like in tears talking about it. Like, man, my take on the whole thing is this: it's there's something very disingenuous about that dude, and apparently he has a little brother that I just learned about, and he's a little bitch too. But there's something so fake about both of those guys that when they try to be genuine, like in his apology, he tried to be genuine. He looked like he was gonna cry, maybe. I don't know. You just can't take it serious. You know what I mean?
I
So
don't believe him for a fucking
I don't
meal.
either. I really don't. I really don't believe him. And I think that whole thing was done for views because the whole, I mean, why would you keep showing the body over and over and over again?
It's the smile after he turns around and goes, "What? You've never seen a dead body before?"
Yeah,
Like,
that shit.
dude.
He did that. It made me think like it was fake. Like he set the whole thing up. That's exactly what I thought when I saw him
He
smile.
thought there was going to be no dead bodies there, and then
they found one.
Yeah, I think they thought they were going down to the woods today, and they just thought that they were going to see fucking Yogi Bear or some bullshit, and then they turn around and then nope.
Nah, dude. Here's the thing. That's the Suicide Force. I forgot the name of it. It's a Japanese force, but I forgot the name of it. But here's the thing. He went there knowing it was a possibility. You don't go into the Suicide Forest not thinking, well, there might be some shit, right? Like he probably thought, man, maybe if we get lucky, we'll see some shit. I legit think that's what his thought process was. Because if you see the rest of it, there's other videos that came out from that same week that was there where he was throwing Pokeballs at like fucking like Japanese people, being a total asshole.
Running around in like what do you call that? Man, I'm going to sound so like I know the word for it as well. What do you call it now? The attire that they wear as well. There's like
it's not a kimono. It's a
the other one. What's it called?
Fuck, you know, I'm totally ignorant. I forgot the name, but yeah, dude, he totally like just shit on the whole culture.
No, I totally agree with you.
Yeah, and it was just like, dude, no, you were disingenuous throughout the whole thing. So, you know, I think someone asked one of my friends about him, like, oh, he's gonna take some time off and you know, whatever. I'm like, dude, just don't come back. No, just don't come back. And he's gonna come back. Look, he didn't take any hits in his numbers for sure, okay? Because I saw a lot of people defending this motherfucker. I'm like, oh, he made a mistake, and I'm like, for an entire week he made a mistake. What are you talking about? For an entire week he made a mistake, you know? And then he put a dead body on the fucking internet. That's a mistake. No, dog. That's a personality. That's a character issue.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? When it gets to the point where some shit this serious, that's a character issue. You learn about who someone really is when you see him do some shit like that, and you're like, ah, I know who you are, motherfucker.
But the thing is, though, especially with that, is we saw somebody who literally was racist on video. Like, it wasn't like he was remotely like. It was so awful.
You couldn't take it out of context. You couldn't take it out of context. Context was there.
Yeah, 100%. And you know what, right? I think that when you're in a position of that social power, you have to kind of be more responsible with everything that you have. If you don't want to be responsible and you want to be that way out, man, there's consequences. We should send like fucking. I know, by the way, before people kick off, I know he's Korean, but we should send like Dooho Choi over there and have him whoop that ass. That's what I'm saying. Comes through with that piston and just straight to the motherfucking jaw.
Yeah, he just shows up for all humanity. Pa, motherfucker. No, here's the thing. Look, ultimately, he's taking time off, which is basically just waiting for the heat to die down. But bottom line, it didn't hurt his numbers. He didn't lose many subscribers. I saw so many people defending his motherfucker.
They delete his account.
They should. They should have already done it. I mean, honestly, they should have done it. Here's the thing, though, is I rabbit hole this shit. I started Googling this bastard, and I'm so upset that I actually know anything about this piece of shit. But like, he has his movie role coming up in some horror movie, and he kept it even after this shit. You know what I mean? Like, that should be not don't take it away, but I'd be like, hey, look, man, I could fuck this up. Like, you don't deserve this. You know what I mean? But they should have already deleted his account, but they're not going to because he's an advertiser. I mean, not he's advertiser, but advertisers like his, you know, the fact that he gets a lot of views on his videos.
Is what if they turn around and just get rid of it now? I'm just saying that, like, let's be completely honest. If he turns around and deletes his account now, 20 minutes later, he can set up a new account and then he'll have fucking 10 million subscribers back again. Which
easy.
I'd rather see that happen because, you know, for the most part, the people that see those numbers, I would rather all his numbers be deleted and him have to start from scratch because there's the repercussions of your actions.
You gotta pay somehow, but
I think they'll do that. I genuinely think there's going to be some I think it's not going to affect him in the long run because he'll get numbers back. And all it'll mean is instead of him having, I don't know, 20 million and 10 actually being interactive with his shit, it'll mean that he'll have 10 million and he'll have 10 million responding, which, you know, it's here nor there. But there's still the thing is he should lose what he lost and he should lose all the content that he put on that channel.
He should, but he won't. He'll just take a break, be gone for a while.
But on a bright note, seeing as we were talking about the, you know, the kind of negative aspects of people being like racist and this that and the other, we'll flip it a little bit to something kind of cool. An activist has started a GoFundMe campaign to help kids in Harlem go and see the Black Panther Marvel film that'll be out soon. Apparently, as well, I've just read that the pre-order for the tickets of Black Panther is the largest ever for any Marvel film to date.
I'm pumped about that movie, dude. I saw the trailers and I was like, God damn right.
You know what, right? And I'm going to take this away from the thing of it being color and stuff like that. When I first ever saw the Black Panther the outfit, like not the dude or anything like that. But when I actually saw the outfit, I just thought that's one of the coolest costumes that is in Marvel right now. Like it looks
Black
cool
Panther?
as shit. Yeah, the Black Panther one. It looks cool as shit. Like I like that we haven't gone cheesy. We haven't gone like we haven't made this boring. Like they've actually put the effort in. And sometimes a lot of characters kind of just get left to the side, whether it be for whatever reason. But it's just nice that this film has been treated how it should be treated. And I think that when you look at what they did with Wonder Woman, obviously DC, I know, but like then the way that they're doing with Marvel with Black Panther, it's kind of nice that we're moving forward with these films, and it's showing that you don't have to just do things one way.
Well, for sure. But okay, well, tell me what you think about this. There's a lot of people. I was talking to my friends about Black Panther, about the tickets, right? The pre-sale. Yeah, I saw a link on it on Twitter about it on Twitter, and he goes, and he's a white dude, right? But he made a good point. Yeah, and I can't even get mad at him about it. I was like, he says it's because it's all these black people gonna go see it. I'm like, well, yeah, of course. He's like, no, but I mean, they're advertising it to only black people. No, no. I go, that's bullshit. There's a lot of they're advertising to everybody, but they're sending a lot of kids from Harlem. You do want to have that positive, influence of positive character. No, I know the GoFundMe is but I'm talking about overall the whole marketing aspect of it.
But like, you could say that about anything, though. To be fair, though, like, could you say that they were trying to get more women to watch Wonder Woman? Well, yeah, maybe.
For sure.
Yeah, but the context is still there that it's still a comic book film,
right?
Of a classic character, do you know what I mean? It's no different than when Marvel did Luke Cage. You know, I know that was a TV series on Netflix, but at the end of the day, you know, I believe he was the first Marvel African American superhero as well.
That's right, dude. Okay, wait, that reminds me of something. Remember when they were talking about revamping or redoing this whole Spider-Man thing?
Yeah. Well, they did, didn't they, with I forget the young man's name, but yeah.
Yeah, but they were talking about doing it with Donald Glover, with Childish Gambino. You know who that is?
Right.
Yeah. They were talking about getting him in there, and people got super pissed. Pissed.
The reason for that is because I believe the name of the kid is Miles in the new Spider-Man, I believe is a Latino kid, isn't it?
I have no idea. I didn't watch the movie.
No. I'm talking about like in the comic books right now. There is a Spider-Man that's not Peter Parker, and I believe is a Latino kid.
Okay.
And basically, a lot of people were getting annoyed that potentially when they were on about rebooting Spider-Man, obviously they went with that white kid for Peter Parker again.
Right.
There were talks of having, I'm sure it is, it might be black, I might be wrong. But either way, they were on about doing a different twist, and people were like getting bent out of shape because they didn't realize they weren't talking about having a black or Latino Peter Parker. They were talking about having this other gentleman who's currently holding the mantle of Spider-Man in the comic books. That's where the controversy was. A lot of people, it was just fucking messed up. But the thing is, though, is I have to say this, and I know people get pissy about it, but if a certain character was designed by an artist or, you know, a writer or whatever, and they had a certain image in mind for that character, I don't believe that they should change anything about them, whether it be gender, ethnicity, sexuality, or anything like that, just to kind of conform with this new era of expansion. I think we should be working on making more powerful characters now. Can't we make a superhero now that's black? A superhero now that's Latino? A superhero? Green Lantern did one in 2008 or 7. Green Lantern did their first ever Muslim Green Lantern.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I remember that, yeah.
So, you know, I'm just saying this. Make new characters. Don't change ones that were made to be a certain way. Because imagine... I can't think of like I'm trying to think of like a historical kind of like name of somebody of like a black star per se. Like imagine Blade. I'm just gonna go throw Blade.
Okay. Yeah.
Imagine if like, you know, we had Blade and everything like that and everything's awesome and stuff like that, and then I don't know, somebody like fucking Zac Efron was the next Blade.
I'd laugh.
Do you know what I'm saying though? Like you'd be like, but he's black. Like you can't Zac Efron.
No, and I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. The only way I think we get that you can get away with it while sticking to the story is if you evolve the story. For example, you know, Batman's, you know, Bruce Wayne, but not Bruce Wayne's old and his knees are busting and his back fucking hurts. All right, he meets this young kid. It happens to be a black kid or happens to be a Latino kid. All right, I'm gonna train you. You're taking over for me. Then I get it. Right?
That's cool, but don't make Bruce Wayne black.
right, exactly. So I mean, it just there's a couple different ways I could look at it, right? I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing a black Spider-Man just to see what kind of mannerisms he would have. You know what I mean? It just make it quite fucking obvious that it's a different story. That's what I think, though, right?
No, I'm 100% with you. I'm gonna find out what the name of the characters, because I want to know what he actually is.
Did you see Michael B. Jordan's gonna be in this Black Panther one?
No.
Yeah, Michael B. Jordan's in Black Panther.
Oh, yeah.
I can't tell if he's a good guy or a bad guy or both.
I think he's a good guy. I think he'll be.
I hope he's a good guy, but he comes off like a kind of an asshole. But like cool, right? Like I want to see this shit now. Like I'm pumped for that movie.
I was 50-50. I was actually right and wrong, if this makes it any better.
Okay.
Miles Morales, following the death of Peter Parker, the Afro-Latino teenager was the second Spider-Man.
Touch all bases, bro.
So I'm just saying, pretty dope costume, by the way, as well.
Isn't there a fucking a new comic book character that's like transgender or gay or something?
There's been loads of gay ones over time. At one point, they didn't really mention that they were gay, but they were gay.
That's weird. Like you're gonna write a comic book, like it's cool. Do you think? But it's just like growing up, you know how we grew up with Superman and Batman and not even Spider-Man wasn't that manly, but like Superman and Batman were like bad motherfuckers. Wolverine's a bad motherfucker.
Yeah,
Green Lantern,
like Batman had little kids around him. He could be suspect. I'm just saying.
Yeah, he's weird. Like you know what I mean? How you gonna be hanging out in dark alleys and shit? Come here, you.
Hey, do you want to live in my mansion? It sounds like
that. Hey.
Michael Jackson.
Bro, okay. See, at least I wasn't the only one that thought that was weird. When I first saw Batman, okay, is I'm gonna take in this teenager that's part of a circus family that all died.
A gymnast, by the way. I'm just throwing that out there.
Yeah, and so he's gonna bring him into his house, in this giant house where if you go into a room from one side to the other, they can't hear you scream. Okay, that's totally so, I remember when I first read that shit when I was a kid, I was like, "Ain't nobody see a problem with this? No, it's just Robin. It's psychic. It's a grown man." In tight clothing, hanging out with a teenager in tight, colorful clothing, in close proximity at all times, and they're fighting crime, quote unquote. That's gay as fuck. I don't give a fuck what you say. Something's wrong with that shit. Like in the funniest way possible. I'm just saying. But yeah, I thought it was weird. And then what's cool though? You ever see Batman Forever?
Yeah.
That it was a dog shit movie, and then to put Alicia Silverstone's fine ass in there, that was perfect.
Yeah, what was really funny though is she got popped for being in a porno as that film came out.
Good for her. Really?
You don't know that? You didn't know that was?
I am Googling, sir.
Silverstone, she was in Clueless, the TV show, and she also just got that big part in the Batman film. Just as that Batman film dropped, her prior to her being an actress, like a TV actress, whatever you want to call it, she did some mild kind of, what it's like for Americans in like on that kind of side of the world. These girls, they're just trying to make ends meet, and they want to be an actress, and they get told, well, you could suck a dick for fucking $100, and we could try and find you another part. And then that's the kind of thing of like she got involved in porn, and then she ended up just doing straight up acting and stuff like that. But yeah, she's got some fun.
Bruh.
Are you actually searching it right now?
Hell yeah. God bless her. You kidding me?
Nope. So if you ever were a fan of Clueless, my guys, lives in Olivia Silverstone or whatever her name was, has got a porno. Additional to that, though, I've got to ask you, what do you think to the whole Mark Wahlberg controversy?
Okay, you have to explain that one. I don't listen to Mark Wahlberg either.
Well, right. So basically, I'm going to pull up the name of the lady involved as well, because I don't want to not name her either. Right. So, recently, All the Money in the World, I think it was called, the film that was going to have Kevin Spacey in it.
Yeah, they replaced him, which is weird, but they replaced him.
Yeah, so they did some reshoots, and basically, Mark Wahlberg got paid $1.5 million to do his reshoots.
Okay.
Michelle Williams got paid $1,000 to do all her reshoots. Now, there's two ways to look at this. I'm going to start this off because I'm going to play devil's ad, because I spoke to Lil's our video editor about this, because obviously at first I could understand why she was like, a lot of people were quite pissed, but
Right.
I'll be completely honest, and I said this to her: do you know who Michelle Williams is? And she was like, no. And we went through her filmography, and we didn't have a fucking clue half of the films that she was in, or TV shows or anything. Never heard of it. Like, no, this Michelle Williams, I have no thing towards. I do not know her name, and this plays in part to the point that I was going to make, that Mark Wahlberg, I know who he is. Big movie star, one of the biggest in the business as far as males is concerned. Anyway, one of the most highest paid. Now, at the end of
real quick. God bless Alicia Silverstone. Anyway, sorry.
Still watching that goddamn video. That table
no, it's off.
2 inches again.
It's off. Now I'm actually googling Mark Wahlberg, Michelle Williams. Anyway.
Right. Yeah, but the thing is, though, is at the end of the day, I know who Mark Wahlberg is. He's a big star. He's a big name. And at the end of the day, when it comes to what you can demand for your money, like if you want to do reshoots, the big names are going to cost more to do reshoots. And it doesn't matter if they're both, leading woman and leading male, or whoever's the lead and whoever's the support. The fact is it's based on name. And also additional, what if Michelle didn't have anything to do? Like, what if she didn't have any reshoots to do? But what if Mark Wahlberg had loads of shit that he's recording right now, and they need to fly him back and forth, and he's like, I'm busy right now. I don't have time for this bullshit.
Okay, right. But here's my question on this. They recasted, obviously they took out Spacey, put in Wahlberg, right?
I'm presuming.
Did they recast? Why is Michelle Williams in this movie?
Because she's the lead woman.
Okay, yeah, but she was already in the movie.
So I'm presuming they had to do like scenes with her and Wahlberg.
Sure. But here's what I'm getting at. She was already in the movie. She was already getting paid a salary. They replaced Kevin Spacey with another actor completely. You got to pay that man, right?
Exactly.
And you already paid her salary. Why would you pay her double? You know what I'm saying?
I'm with you.
Fucking work. No, fuck all that shit. No, this is all fucking. And so, if I'm wrong, tell me. If you're watching and I'm wrong, at Elaw31, I don't give a fuck. Hit me up on DMs. We'll have a discussion back and forth. Totally cool with it, right? But please explain to me why they should pay somebody twice for the same work. You know what I'm saying?
I'm with you. I'm with you 100%.
Like, I don't understand this shit. Like, I get, look, if she had to redo, like, if they recasted her and somebody else came in and they gave her $1,000, that's fucked up. But she did the same work.
My question is this, and I pose this question to a lot of people. So Mark Wahlberg and Angelina Jolie are doing a film together. Just say they were. Do you think Angelina Jolie's going to get paid $1,000 to do her reshoots?
Hell no. No, that's different. That's the same thing you were talking about name recognition.
Exactly. That's the key thing to this. At the end of the day, stars get paid more, and that's just how it works in all entertainment industries, whether you like it or not. Because I'm going to put this to you. So say some Disney kid who, has done a bit of Disney and is coming into a new film, and he does a film with Angelina Jolie, and they have to do some reshoots. That male guy from Disney is getting paid $1,000. And you know what? Angelina Jolie's walking away with that 1.5 million. I'm just saying, that's how it's working. That's just how things is. The fucked up thing is, in a way, is Mike Wahlberg and Michelle Williams are both represented by WME, and they both have the same agent.
Oh, that motherfucker got some questions to answer. I recognize this chick. She was in a TV show when I was a kid.
Yeah, she was. We looked through a few things, and she was in Home Improvement.
Bro, this chick was with she was when she married to Mark Wahlberg, not Mark Wahlberg, to the guy that played Joker, Heath Ledger.
Heath Ledger, yes, she was. She was in Brokeback Mountain.
She was married to him. That's why I recognize. No, I didn't see that movie, but that's why I recognize her. She was with that dude.
Brokeback Mountain. Yeah,
bro, look. First of all, if you didn't watch that movie and think it was a comedy, you fucked up. That shit was funny.
I didn't see the film.
You need to see it. You need to see it. It's funny shit,
bruh. I'm good.
It's funny. You just go laugh your ass off. You and your chick need to go see that shit. No, but look, so I recognize her now. That being said, she's not very recognizable. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Like
so now, maybe give her more than $1,000. I'll say that much.
Yeah, for sure.
She's got her credits. You know what I mean? You could at least give her like $100,000 or something like that, right? I'm not saying give her 1 point whatever million, but give her like $100K to redo her shoots. But because she's got credits, dude. She's got credits. She's put in the work. So now I understand why they're pissed off about it. That being said, you're not giving her $1 million. That's bullshit.
Not for her anyway. Like, I just don't know who she is.
Like I recognize once I saw a picture of her, I was like, oh, I've seen her before. She was in Dawson's Creek. That's right. It's a show that it's awful. I don't even bother looking it up. It was such dog shit. But like, all the girls that I dated growing up were watching that shit. So I was stuck.
Well, the thing is, though, is if you, this is my point, though, if you saw a picture of somebody, then you will recognize them over time. But the fact is, if I just turn around and said this person's name, like X, Y, and Z's name, that's what for pay to kind of do that, you must recognize them. That's the point of the entertainment industry.
Sure.
Like, we look at UFC pay-per-views, and if I turn around and said, some random guys we're going to headline UFC London, you'd be like, who? Like, I ain't paying to fucking go and see that. Whereas if I said two big names, you're going to pay to go and see it because you know who they are. That's the problem with it.
Right.
But hey, I don't know, man. I just think that sometimes this whole, this equal rights in any context, not just obviously in gender equality, but racial equality too. But it's just like when I saw fucking Oprah like fucking open her mouth the other week, and I was like, you've been involved in the industry.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
30 years, and you've been around all these dudes, noticing them doing nasty shit, and you were supposed to be at the forefront helping these people, and you were fucking all upon and all helping. Fucking what's that? Were it Weinstein or Weinstein, whatever his name was? You were all best friends with him and shit.
Yeah, that's the thing. By the way, Harvey Weinstein's in Arizona doing rehab, and so apparently yesterday or this last weekend, somebody went up to him and slapped him, just open hand stalked and slapped him right in the fucking restaurant. Like some random dude did it. There's a video of it supposedly. I haven't seen it. But yeah, anyway. But yeah, that's the thing is that as soon as she started talking about it, I was just like I don't know a lot about Oprah, but I do know when this Harvey Weinstein story broke and I Googled Harvey Weinstein, there was a hell of a lot of pictures with Oprah just there. She's all like hanging up on him and shit. So
kissing on cheeks and shit. Mm-hmm.
Maybe not the correct person to lead your movement there, ladies, but powerful speech. That being said, easily picked apart because of your history. That's the shitty part. If you're gonna have someone do this kind of thing, this kind of powerful speech, you got to pick the right person. You're not gonna pick Bill Cosby to do this shit. You're not gonna pick Michael Jackson, back in the day to do a pro kids. Let's save all the kids. Fucking.
I'll just believe him. To believe him.
I'm just saying, right? So. You're not gonna get Donald Trump to do a fucking climate change. Let's actually do some real shit type of fucking speech for anybody. That's not happening. You know what I mean? It's just, or I give a shit about other people's speech. That's not happening either with that dude. But you gotta pick who's doing it. So I find it fucking hilarious that everyone's like Oprah 2020. I go, what? Who's gonna be your vice president? And everyone's like, Michelle Obama. I'm like, no. First of all, if that even happens, it's the other way around. Michelle Obama president, Oprah's vice president. Second of all, no. You telling me you want to replace a guy? And I think Luke Thomas made the exact same point I'm about to make. And I was thinking about it, and he was saying it on his little breakdown earlier. And the whole time he's saying that, I'm like, yes, it's exactly what I was saying the other day. You're gonna replace a guy that cares that basically comes from popularity and money and knows nothing about politics with a chick that comes with popularity and a lot of money. Granted, self-made, sure enough, but knows nothing about politics. You're gonna replace one with one just because it's on your team? Like, don't be a hypocrite. You know what I mean? Like, it's so weird. It's so fucking Kanye wants to run in 2020, according to like 3 of his albums. I mean, he's actually gonna do it.
The Rock wants to run for it, and I'm all for it.
Hey, The Rock will win. I fucking tell you right now. If The Rock, he better not run, because I guarantee he don't want that job. All right,
I'm saying this: if he runs, be ready for the most kick-ass campaign you have ever in your entire life. If you smell what the president is cooking, glasses, troops, t-shirts,
so
I'm
crazy.
Just saying, come on.
I'll tell you this, you ever think about The Rock? He's too cool. And by that I mean he's so cool because maybe he's like, hey, look over here. Don't look at the fucking skeletons in the closet back here. Don't look over there. Hey, right here. Don't get me wrong. The Rock was my favorite wrestler. He's like the reason I watched wrestling, and he's the reason I stopped, because as soon as he retired, I was done, right? But he's fucking funny as shit, especially with Kevin Hart. I just saw his last movie, Jumanji movie, was all right. I didn't hate it. You know what I mean? But that being said, I'm like, he's too cool. Like, he's too nice to the fans. He does too much. He's hiding something. If he ran for president, all that shit would be out.
Well, no, because the thing is, though, is like you kind of see all of his flaws. Like, you know, he's been through divorces. He's got like kids to different missuses and stuff like that. I think he's one of those dudes that like he's bad when he's bad, but he's open that he's not perfect, but he tries to be good. I think he's one of those kind of guys where he's like, I'm not perfect and I do fuck up, but I'm trying. Like, do you know what I mean? But I'm not. I'm like overly kind of like convinced. I think that there is obviously some little bits, but I don't think we're gonna find out that like he's fucking got like, I don't know, like some dead bodies buried under.
Oh no, nothing like that.
I don't think we're gonna see anything stupid like that, but
it'll be something dumb like we found out that he's actually on steroids and shit. It'll be something like that.
No, he's definitely on steroids. If you don't
100%.
Steroids, come on, bro. That's like you saying, oh yeah, Hugh Jackman wasn't on gear when he played Wolverine. Get the fuck out of here.
Hey, Hugh Jackman ever seemed kind of, for the other team to you?
Not really, no. I've never thought of it that way.
I have friends that are radio DJs, and they made that point one time. Like, he goes, "You ever think that maybe Wolverine would have rather hung out with Cyclops than Rogue?" I go, "What do you mean?" He's like, man, just fucking Hugh Jackman. He's a little.
Yeah, I can never watch X-Men anymore because, like, the original kind of X-Men, just because of Rogue went on to be in True Blood. The lady who played Rogue went into be True Blood, and I saw way too much of the chick out of True Blood getting absolutely pile drive by vampires.
Like pile drive or power drive?
Like, I'm talking like lipstick on the toilet. Like,
oh shit! I haven't seen that show, but now I'm watching it.
True Blood, yeah. The girl who played Rogue in True Blood plays Suki, ironically, in
powerful name.
And she just gets, and you see pretty much nearly everything. So,
you ever think that maybe like, oh fuck, I had a point with this and I completely forgot it. I'm not even high, dude. I'm tired of shit.
What to do with like actresses?
Oh no, the president thing. Why do we think our elected leaders are supposed to be like saints? You know what I mean? Like that's like, I was a little kid when Bill Clinton got impeached. Okay, and I understood why he got impeached.
Sucky duck, quack quack. I'm
saying. So I'm like, wait a minute, is he supposed to be some kind of like saint, like a pope or something? Look, even the pope's not a fucking saint. The last pope they had some dark ass shit in his background, and this pope has some dark ass shit in his background that nobody talks about. That's what I'm saying. Like, The Rock's being too cool. This pope's being way too cool.
Do you think that we put that thing of like we want them to be perfect because we want them to be better than us? Do you know what I mean? Like,
Absolutely, but that's the reason why Donald Trump. One of the reasons why Donald Trump won this last election, and why the guy that looks like Donald Trump won some shit over there with you guys, is because everyone's like, oh, he's like me. Well, then you're a massive piece of shit. Because goddamn, we fucked up. That's the best we could do. Goddamn, that's the best we could do. Come on, America. What the fuck? You know what I mean? But you're not getting smart people running for president, man. You're getting like people that want to be popular, people that want to be like, yeah, I'm the top guy. Everyone likes me. That's the only people running for president. Please believe that shit. Okay. And nobody's smart running for president. Nobody smart running for politics. Why? Because running for politics and winning is the dumbest fucking thing you could do. Like your life is fucking done. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna run for a job that I'm gonna have for 4 years, and I'm automatically the most hated man or woman on the planet. Automatically. Within seconds, as soon as they say you're the winner, fuck you. That's literally what happens. Your Twitter is murdered. Your fucking Facebook is just troll city. Everything is destroyed. You're just barren, and you end up in your room on the corner in fetal position, just rocking back and forth, going, "My mama still likes me. It's okay. It's okay." And then your mom texts you, fuck you," and you're like,
Eddie Law for president, guys, 2020.
You trying to kill me. Homie, you trying to kill? I can't be president. It's all good. I'm naturalized. I'm not from here, so it's all good. The best I can do is maybe like governor. And you wouldn't want me to run for that. You know, like it's funny because my mom was always telling me she goes, you're really good with people and stuff like that. You should run for like governor or something. And I go, Mom, you don't want me to run for governor. She goes, why? I'm like, I'm getting sniped immediately. Fucking if they say I'm the winner, and bro, in this state, in Arizona, they don't want no Mexican American fucking governor. You kidding me? They're gonna be freaking out, going, he's gonna open up the border. You know, but
that's why we should do it, dude.
Yeah, fucking panic everywhere. I had to be hiding in like buildings inside buildings. Fucking and here's the fucked up thing though. With my personality, I'll keep it cool until I learn all the secrets, and then first chance I get on like national television, I'll just spew them all out, and then I'll get sniped within seconds.
I kind of feel as if like it'd be really funny if you just like randomly said different places that you were and you weren't actually in them. So you were like, oh, just at fucking whatever, you know, restaurant or shopping mall or whatever. And then the next thing, like 20,000 people just flying towards there. You just go into the one like across the road.
Oh, dude, how great would that be? If you want to go to like your local bar to watch like UFC 200, whatever, the 222, right? Or whichever one that Frankie Edgar and Max Holloway are gonna fight on, 222, 23, whatever. Like you want to go see that, but that bar's packed. I'm gonna be at this bar down the street, maybe like a few miles down. You want to come hang with me and watch UFC? The whole crowd just leaves. You got the bar to yourself. What's good? Like that'd be awesome. That would be as far as being selfish. That's probably as far as I would take it. Probably. You never know.
I've got to ask you your feelings on a subject that we spoke about previous to this episode beginning. The Ball family in Lithuania.
You know. Okay. I mean, I saw the highlights.
That no-look pass was dope, though. You have to give it.
Yeah, against other teenagers? Yeah, of course.
He's 16. What do you want from him?
No, okay. Well, all right. Well, I'll tell you this. If I sold you a vacuum that I told you would clean everything, the carpets, the wooden floors, tile, everything, it would be spotless. It had a mop in it. Okay. That all you have to do is do this, and it's shiny clean, like you spent hours, and it only took 2 seconds. And then you got that vacuum. You gave me $1,000 for it, whatever it was, whatever the ball boys are making. And you did, and you vacuumed, and it took you 6 hours to get it as clean as it took me in the commercial 10 seconds. Would you be happy with that bullshit? Hell no. All right. No look at the back pass. Great enough. You're selling me these cats like they're professionals. Like they can play now. He is selling them that way. He's selling them that way.
They have to. Like, essentially, yeah, but what you're going to take into account, though, is them playing college in the States is probably the equivalent, like low-end college and high school is probably the same as playing these Lithuanian cats.
I legit think that LeVar Ball has questions about whether his boys would make it in college basketball.
No, I don't.
LiAngelo's dog shit. Well, what's it? LaMelo?
He wouldn't even make the G League.
LaMelo will be legit.
LaMelo will be the one. I said this to you before. I think he'll be better than Lonzo.
Oh, LaMelo for sure. The kid's got mad promise. I just hope he gets his head out of his ass, stop being a fucking dickwad to people. But
there's rumors, though. There's
What?
rumors though that they're only going to be there for so many months. They're going to see out the season contract, and they're only doing that so that they can help promote the league over there, because they're going to do a lot of these like challenges and stuff like that, and they're going to do, you know, like their sponsor, like the ball thing is going to sponsor the arena, the little stadiums and stuff like that. They're going to be in and stuff. So I think it's more of a power play. But what you've also got to take into account though, especially the youngest, 16-year-old playing against men, and the physicality of it all is going to do him wonders. We saw
Oh, it'll be great.
There's a few kids who have played, like Kobe played in Europe, and then he went over to the States. So
Most Europeans, and correct me if I'm wrong, most Europeans that are good end up professionals at like 15 or younger. Ricky Rubio was a pro at like 15, and he's a killer passer. He just can't get his head out of his ass and play the physical. He's not a physical player, but you know what I mean? So a lot of those cats start off young. So that's probably why he chose, all right, let's go to Europe and play. Totally fair enough and everything. The thing is this, don't sell me them like you sold me Lonzo saying he's gonna be better than Steph Curry. Like, what? What? Come on, dude.
I think the thing is with Lonzo though, he played so well in college.
Yeah.
So like the potential was there, because we saw he was like the best player at UCLA. So you saw that and you went, he could be as good as that if he translates into, you know, playing in the NBA. Then I can imagine why people are saying that he could be that good. That's the selling point. When you see somebody do great at a lower level and then they're going to go straight to the next level, you go, maybe they could be that good.
Do you remember Ike Diagu?
Yeah.
Ike Diagu, Arizona State, power forward, drafted by the Warriors back in the day.
Yeah.
I used to play with them at the gym down the street here when I was like in college, like right, you know, between transferring to a different school. I played with him for like an entire summer. He would show up every day or every night to play ball, right?
Right.
Against us, he would kill us, fucking hitting every shot and everything. And then he'd go play, you know, with the Warriors, and he would get manhandled. You do great against regular folks. You know what I mean? There's high level basketball players in college. There's high level regular Joes. There's regular Joes, and then there's the guy at the end of the bench. Okay, there's levels to this shit. And those high level guys are going to the NBA and they're playing with other high level guys. So that's why I was never convinced about Lonzo Ball. You know what I mean? Especially when you oversell him. Did his dad do him a disservice? Absolutely. But you got to give him credit, because now his other boys are being talked about too. No one was talking about LiAngelo Ball for shit before this. Now they at least saying his name. He might not be an NBA player, but he's gonna be something. He's gonna be fine. He's gonna be making money somewhere. You know what I mean? So you got to give him credit, that kind of credit. But man, it's rough goings for that. I think end of the day, we're gonna think about LeVar Ball as the man who did not care what the world thought of him, but he took care of his boys. You know what I mean?
I'm just saying this. He's that Don King character.
For me. Easily, yes.
Trust me when I tell you, there's going to be a moment, and I stand by this. I can see why there's so many skeptics in context. Sorry, but I think that we're going to see something, and it not just be like Lonzo have an all right career. It won't be just like say LaMelo have a all right career. I think that we will see something come special out of this Ball family. Whether it be Lonzo ends up being all he was supposed to be, a Steve Nash kind of thing, Jason Kidd kind of thing. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe LaMelo ends up being a monster and a superstar. Do you know what I mean? Because he's got great handles. We're seeing him dunk now. He's got the flashiness. He's going to get stronger from playing against these big, like, granted they're not as technically talented as what he could be playing against in that high school and college, but they're going to rough him up. And when you're trying to play a certain way and you keep on getting roughed up, you adapt. So then when you're put in those high pressure situations and then, combative situations, you know how to handle them, rather than being a kid and just running and playing fancy with all the other fancy kids and playing in high school and in college and whatnot. This is why we see some, a lot of these kids that come from nothing and they don't really, play too much college or high school. They play a fair bit, but they're mostly just used to hooping on the streets with the friends and stuff, and like that kind of shoving and pushing and elbowing. They're not going to be scared when they're in the NBA and people are doing that to them. So maybe that's the one. And it's the biggest one of all. I think this is the most outlandish out of all of them. But if it happens, Jesus Christ, if he can create a league where it's, a come-up league, like a grassroots league, where the athletes actually get, the kids actually get paid what they should do, and it's sponsored by like various different, companies, like I've said to you this before, like Subway sponsor one, Coca-Cola sponsor one, Gatorade sponsor one. You know what I mean? Like all these different companies have their own team, and he creates the league where these kids can get paid and actually play against high-level talent. That's not a bad legacy to leave, dude.
Not at all. You ever think? I think not the end game, but one of the spots that LeVar Ball's gonna hit is sports agent.
Yeah.
He's gonna hit that. He's a big baller brand sports agencies guys coming for sure.
BBVA.
There you go. There you go.
It's like the fucking MMA.
Oh god, that worthless horse shit of a fucking organization.
There was so much hype about that organization, and it lasted like 3 weeks.
It lasted nothing, dude. It was so stupid.
God damn. Oh, dear. Did you see that? What I sent you as well about the axe-wielding thief that steals items worth millions from the Ritz Hotel in Paris?
Wow. Okay, fair enough. I got to think of this in context though, because in America we got guns.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying
but
they don't over there, right?
Though. For the most part, you don't have them in hotels though.
Guns?
Yeah, people don't have them in their hotels.
Yeah, well, it depends. I mean, if you flew, you probably don't. Yeah, okay, you're probably. Let's go with that. You probably don't. That was weird. That's weird to go around with an axe. How did that fucking work out?
5 robbers stormed the hotel with axes before making off with £3 million worth of jewelry. 3 arrested, 2 still on the run.
They better be running like hard. Get the fuck out of Dodge. Where do you fucking sell that shit? You stole jewelry. Yeah, okay, black market, but how do you fucking, because you gotta have like ID tags type of things on those shits, right?
Bruh, when you start fucking, if you steal stuff from the hotel, like people who are staying in rooms, you knock on the door, you raid the shit, tie them up, go to the next room. Like, you don't have to worry about shit.
Yeah, how did they get caught?
I'm presuming fucking somebody triggered an alarm or somebody made some noise and the security called the police. And obviously, if in Paris, it's very kind of it's very enclosed, so trying to get out like would be very difficult to kind of hide unless you had someone to get some quick.
Yeah, people know if people know what they're looking for. Yeah, it's probably difficult. Okay, I gotta go to Paris, man. I gotta go visit.
Paris is yeah. I've been to Paris a few times. I love Paris.
I gotta go sometime, but it's like a 9-hour flight from here just to get to your fucking side of the world.
Oh, dude, I'm with you. When I was a kid, I was an army brat, so like I used to travel all over the world, live in different places for like separate times. I lived in Dallas for like 9 months when I was a kid.
In Dallas?
Yeah.
Like here, Dallas?
Yeah, Dallas.
How'd you like that weird ass place?
Well, when I was young, I was real young. I was like 5 or 4 or something.
Oh, yeah, great. Okay.
So like from the age of like 3 or 4 till I was like 8, I lived everywhere from like Portugal, States, like I just said, France, Germany, and a few other places. Like some were like long stays, like for a year. Some would be for like 6 months. Some would be for like 3. Some would be for like 9. It just depended. But that's why, like, when everybody always like talks about when I was a kid, like I didn't have like an accent compared to everybody else.
Yeah.
Moving around so often, it's just like I kind of spoke like little bits of everything. So it was weird. Like at one point, like as a kid, I could speak German quite well. Like, yeah.
I had an accent, heavy accent until about 8th grade. So now when I talk to people and I'm like, yeah, I'm not from here. It's like, what? I'm like, yeah, dude, I'm not from here. You don't have an accent. I'm like, I know. Keep it going. I hear the racism coming out of your face. And they're like, oh no, I'm not being racist. I'm just fucking with you. Chill. But yeah. I don't know. That's trippy. Like where you're raised, like everywhere you go is different accents. It's I don't understand it like at all how it worked out. I mean, I'm gonna look into it. You know what I did look into today that I should not have at all, besides Alicia Silverstone, is Project Blue Bean. You ever heard of that shit?
No.
So Eddie Bravo believes his shit, and so of course I got sucked into it. And so I Googled it, and I was like, apparently there's some kind of technology that governments have, or at least the U.S. government supposedly has, where they can actually put holograms in the sky. Okay. And that's what you remember, like, maybe like a week or two ago. I don't know if you got it in the news over there, but Elon Musk launched some shit, and it freaked everybody here out because it was like
it looks like the boom thing. Yeah.
Right. And so these like people were saying that was a Project Blue Beam. That's fake. It's fake. They're getting us all ready because they're gonna fuck with religion, all right? And they're gonna put us all under one world government, new world order shit again, a one world government, and then we're gonna have like a one world religion, and everyone's gonna be one. And I'm just like, this is too much work to think about. But I went deep into it, man. It's fucking insane. To the point where you hear these people talk, and you're like, you're a lunatic. Like,
I thought it was Goku because I saw all the photos and I saw the Goku one.
I grabbed that motherfucker so bad I put it right on Facebook. I was like, this motherfucker, Goku's back.
I don't know if I believe that it was some fucking holographic shit.
I don't know what it was, man. Nobody knows what it was. Who really cares anyway? It's like I just don't. I don't know. I don't think the government's smart enough or organized enough to get away with some shit like this. That's all I'm saying.
Why would you do it in an area where people can see? Do you know what I mean? Like they have these little fucking areas where you can fuck around. Like, why would you do it over here?
I don't know, man. Fucking who knows?
I can see why people would believe it because it's one of those easy things to make out. Do you know what I mean? Like it's one of those things like, yeah, man, we're trying to project things so that you think that things are going to happen and you're going to see shit, and it's like, oh.
I don't know. Conspiracies are tripping me out. Like I saw the because I had too much time on my hands today. In between, like it was like stressful, like 4 hours, and then chill for one, stressful for another 4, chill for one. I mean, it was that kind of day at work. But on the second one, I don't know how I got to this. I was like looking up the Armenian genocide. You know how they're like there's some people that don't believe it happened. Yeah. There's people that don't believe the Holocaust happened. And I'm sitting here going, like, wasn't there evidence of this shit? Like, didn't we see pictures of bodies and shit? And there's people that deny that shit. Right, exactly. But it's just like, there's people that legitimately go, no Jews got gas. And I'm like, okay, wait, what? There's people that survive those camps. They are living now, like barely any, but
there's documented things where like there's scientists who actually developed the gas to have no scent and stuff went and worked for the American agencies afterwards.
How crazy is that? Dude, they grabbed a shitload. It's like Russia and the US grabbed an ass load of like Nazi scientists. And like, all right, we'll forgive your crazy shit. You gotta build us a rocket though. Right? You gotta build us a rocket that's not gonna blow up on the way up. All right. We're looking really bad right now. All right. We gotta stage like 4 or 5 moon landings or 6 moon landings. Just look into it. I'm just saying. All right, we do this shit. You guys need to build us a rocket. So crazy.
I don't believe you guys were the first for the moon either. But anyway,
I don't care. I was like, and I mean, apparently they didn't either. They just if they staged it, they're like, fuck it, we win.
By the way, Lil's in the comments. She wants your vacuum. She wants your imaginary vacuum.
I'm saying you'll be super disappointed.
Right. Let's wrap this up. Before we go and everything, I just want to say thank you to everybody over the weekend who subscribed. We're like just over 2/3 of the way into his target of getting 100, so we can get that custom URL. So if you haven't subscribed or you know somebody who hasn't subscribed, tell them to subscribe to the channel. Let's get this bitch to a 100, so then we can get that custom URL and make y'all real happy with that beautiful youtube.com/the heel channel, because like that's the one, man. That's what we're looking for.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, you can find me anyway at Twitter, Ashley Lamprey. That's ASHLAMPREY. And you can also find me on Instagram, same thing, Ashley Lamprey. And on Snapchat, it's just Ash Official.
You can find me trying to get Mackenzie Dern's phone number.
And Olivia Silverstone's.
And Alicia, right? Alicia Silverstone?
It was Olivia. I don't know.
Who cares? Anyway, also find me on Twitter at Eli31. Keyboard Warriors goes down tonight in about 4 hours. Yeah, about 4 hours. All right, we're going live. I'm gonna go hit the gym for a little bit, then I'm gonna come back, get ready for that show. 6:30 p.m. Pacific time. Just Google that and find out where you're at, and then you'll figure out what time it starts. At Keyboard Warriors MMA.live. That's the easiest way to get to the live show. Instagram, Keyboard Warriors at Keyboard Warriors MMA. Who we thinking? Who sponsors? Who sponsors?
We just we'll roll with the Receptra one. That's
Receptra is the shit. Okay, Receptra is the shit. All right, you motherfuckers that are not on your CBD oil game, get on your CBD oil game. ReceptraNaturals.com in the States. Receptra, what's the other one?
Global.
ReceptraGlobal.com.
Yep.
Yeah. If you're not in the States, use the heel hook as your code, right? Get some shit. Help you out. Help us out. It's the shit. Do your thing. I'm telling you, I'm not fucking with you guys. I need to get a CBD oil back in my life, especially with this arm injury I'm still like healing from. But legit, I made no buts about it. When I was coming back from my back injury, legit helped. So take it from me. If it helped me, for sure do your research and then find out if it'll help you. All right. And then of course repthewarriors.com. Catch us tonight. So for myself and my brother Ash Lamprey, you've just been triggered, motherfuckers. Y'all have a good day, a good night. Fuck y'all, but we love you. See ya.